a couple of names. Would you tell me if it came from them? And his response to me was, which I don't know if he told you or not, he said, it didn't come from anybody antagonistic toward Tom. And in other words, the way he described it, that's all he said, and I didn't push him any further. He said, and he told me right then, he said, I saw it, I realized then what it was because we were just talking about it. I read the first paragraph and I deleted it. And I said, well, I appreciate you telling me that. Are you going to talk to Tom? I said, if you're telling me this in confidence, I just need you to know. I told Tom I would try to help if it came to that point. But again, at the same time, if you don't feel comfortable saying where it came from, then so be it. But he was adamant that it wasn't someone that was, would be against you in some way. And I don't know what that means, but I take that Todd, brother, I'm telling you, I don't believe you would lie to me. I don't believe Todd would lie to me.
Well, why did Todd tell me it was sent anonymously?
He said it was anonymous to me. What you told me was something different. Do you follow?
No. You asked him who it was, and he said it was somebody that was not antagonistic against me. So he had to know who it was. That's not anonymous.
Oh, well, now that might be. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that. It might have been. He might have told me that it was. In fact, he might actually have told me it was anonymous. I asked him, "Do you know who it's from?" He did not tell me yes, but I said, "Could you at least tell me who it's not from?" And he said, "It's not from anybody antagonistic."
Well, you can't say that and know it's anonymous.
Well, I would assume that's correct.
All right, hold on. Just hold on.
Okay.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Todd, hold on just a second. All right, Todd and Jay, I've got you both on the line, and I'm not stopping until I find out the truth on this. So I'm getting two different stories from you guys. One of you guys are saying it was anonymous, and the other person is saying that, Todd, you said it was not from somebody antagonistic against me, which would mean you know who it was, and it wasn't anonymous. Now let's just stop the games, and let's be crystal clear and specific on this so that we can address this, find out what happened, and deal with it in a godly, honest way. I don't have the time to play detective. So I want to know what you know, when you knew it, and I want to know who the email came from.
All right, I will tell you. So I didn't get it in an email. It came in a text message. I told the person
who
that I would not. I told the person I wouldn't.
I don't care. You need to do what's right, Todd. You made a promise. You told me before that person told you that you would track this down. So you made a promise to me before you made a promise to them. You owe me your word before you owe them.
I'm sorry, I'm confused.
You told me on Saturday that you would help me track this down and who it was. You made that promise to me before this person texted you and you promised them something. You have a promise to me before you have a promise to them.
This person said, you may be upset with me when I tell you this. This person sent it to me because I asked him to. I asked him to because I wanted to be prepared to defend you.
Who did you ask?
I'm not going to tell you.
Well, Jay, are you there?
This is not a person that was.
Jay, are you there?
Passing it around. Someone sent it to him.
He lied to you. Now you know.
Well, I didn't take what he said as a lie.
Okay.
As I told you,
okay.
All that I asked him was, I'm not asking you to tell me who it was. Do you know if it wasn't
okay
somebody or somebody?
You all have a different standard of truth than I have. Because at the end of the day, if you ask somebody, and he lied to me because he told me that he told you it was anonymous. So now you know he lied to me. Let's put it that way. And now,
I wasn't going to tell you at all, Tom. I told you because I thought you would want to know that it's being passed around.
But you went and asked somebody for it. So why would you that you led Jay to believe that somebody sent it to you? Jay, he didn't tell you that he went and asked for it. He said he didn't say that. He led you to believe that he got it out of the blue.
Tom, I hold those things when people tell me things in confidence. I didn't tell you anything that was confidential. I was telling you my interpretation of how I understood what Todd was saying, because, brother, whether you believe it or not, we find this repulsive, and we want to help you. But there are issues, and you know this as a pastor, there are times where you promise somebody anonymity on a part, you have to feel like you can fulfill that. And so I hear what you're saying, and I hear your frustration. But this is not something that this is not something that I am going to get terribly upset about, simply because I approached Todd about it. I took what he said as a matter of private conversation. I didn't push any further. And as you called me in expressing your concern, I explained to you the same thing I explained to him. This is what I know. And so I just know pastorally, as you do, that there are times when things are shared in confidence, you have to keep that confidence.
But Todd, you just told us that you reached. But Todd, you just told us that you reached out to somebody to get it, and then got it, and then read the first paragraph and deleted it. Why did you ask for somebody to send it to you?
I did not reach out to someone. It came up in conversation, and that person said that he had gotten it from a couple different sources. So he knew it was being passed around.
And you're not going to tell me who it was?
I promised him I wouldn't.
Okay.
I can ask him if he'll let me tell you. Because you're trying to track down the source.
Okay. Well, I don't trust either of you at this point, because I can't trust somebody that will not hold people accountable for their words and their actions.
Well, Tom, that's unfortunate, because we have been trying to help you. We find it repulsive what's happened.
If you find it repulsive, then you'll say that Todd should tell me who the person that had it was, so I can track down where it came from.
When he told him, he or she, whoever it is, when he told them he wouldn't pass it on, brother, I find it all repulsive. But this is
not repulsive enough. You don't owe if you find something so repulsive, Jay, you don't keep. You don't have to keep your word. And listen, I tell people all the time, I'll keep it as long as I can in a way that is not going to be violating something that God would not want me to do. And God would not want you all to cover up somebody's sin. So this came somehow, some way from a source that went from Karen Pryor to Jackie King that was connected at the time with SBC Voices. So you don't tell me
It did not come from Jackie King. It did not come from.
How do you know it didn't come from Jackie King? What you said didn't come, but I'm talking about the original leak that went out there. So don't tell me that you're repulsed by something and then turn around and not be willing to figure out, when you could, start helping us track that down and getting to the source of it. What I'm repulsed by is your all's kind of action in this.
I don't know what to tell you. I talked to Karen yesterday. If you talk to Karen, she could tell you that I was mostly venting about how angry I was that it was being passed around.
Talk to Karen who?
She'll tell you that.
Karen who?
Karen Pryor.
Why were you talking to Karen Pryor about it?
Because I know she's involved in this. So I needed to vent to somebody. She's somebody that I can vent with. She has the same attitude I have about sharing people's stories apart from their desire to share it.
Oh, what a tangled web! What a tangled web has been weaved.
We're all on your side, even though we're.
I'm sorry, guys. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night.
I didn't have to tell you all that I had.
I know you didn't. I know you didn't.
I'm really sad that this is the path you're taking with us. We have gone out of our way to try to show you. I told you from the way I researched this, that did not come from SBC Voices. Todd was as much incensed as I was about it, and I just do not appreciate being told I'm not trustworthy. Tom, I thought you weren't that guy.
Oh, come on, Jay. Jay, don't give. Jay, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Jay, you can look at your friend. You can look at yeah, exactly, because you should look at your friend Todd and say, Todd, you need to do what's right, and if you're going to say that you're going to help this be tracked down, if you're repulsed by it, to deal with it. But listen, no, I don't trust either of you on this issue anymore, unless you do the right thing.
We don't need to speak. We don't need to speak any longer, Tom. God bless you, and I'm out.
Very good. Thank you both. Bye.